Hello friends, welcome to ASP.NET tutorial. In this video, we are going to see how to display all the cookies stored for a specific web browser as well as a web server. So here in this example, we are going to add two more control. One is list all button, and after that a list box that will display all the cookies stored on the browser. Right, two controls we will add, and we will examine how to display all the cookies. The request object holds all the cookies that belongs to a specific web server in the cookies collection. So we already saw that multiple times, right? We use the cookies collection to store session cookie, and when we use the expire property, it will make that cookie as a persistent cookie. Each instance is of type HTTP cookie. Each instance, in the sense, when we are talking about cookies collection, each entry is a HTTP cookie instance. From this HTTP cookie, we can get the name of the cookie and what value it carries. We know that when we are storing the cookie, we give it by a key, right? Or we can call this as a cookie name. Then we access value property and store the value here, right? This is name or key, and this one is the actual value which we are storing. So the same way, from HTTP cookie, using name, you can retrieve the cookie name, and using the value, you can retrieve what value it carries or it stores. Now let's go to the demo and list all the cookies. Alright, let's go to the ASPX page. We'll go to the split view and add few more controls. So if you see here, let me put one more break. So here we are storing list all button, then here we are storing the list box, and if you see, the control is a list box here, right? You can add ASP code like this, or you can use the toolbox designer. If you are watching our code from the start, initially we used all these control using the drag and drop. Now, since by this time you are aware of all this, we are directly placing the ASP code here to add the control, so it will be quick, right, for demoing. Alright, now we will handle this list all button. So here, if you see, here we are forming the for loop, right? And for loop is based on request dot cookies dot count, right? This is the cookies collection. Previously we used this cookies collection to store the name value pair, to store or read, right? Here we are reading the value, and here if you see, we are storing, right? Cookies name, right? This will create a cookie with the persist name, then we store the value. Value is read from our text box that gets stored. So the cookies is a collection, so we are accessing the count property and running a loop. And as already told, each instance of this cookies collection is a HTTP cookie, right? We use the loop counter to retrieve the HTTP cookie object, and we store that here. Then we are accessing the cookie.name, right? Get or sets name of the cookie, and cookie.value, so actual value stored in it, and we are displaying that here, right? Cookie name and cookie value. Alright, We added the code. Now we will run it, and if you see from our previous example, we have two cookies, right? One is a session and another one is a persistent. Let's state ABC123. We will set this as a session cookie. Then example cookie 12, we will set this again, and when we list, you can see session cookie is displayed as well as persistent cookie. So we are displaying both the cookies here. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.